Guys, Ebuka came to scatter, destroy, shatter, in fact, the tables today in the house. It's like last week he was just welcoming them, but this week he came for their blood. There was bloodbath this week. I was feeling for the housemates, guys. Like, seriously, he was playing the tape for them, the conversations they were having about other housemates. He asked them about it. Some of them lost their voice, and I'm like, you can't lose your voice right now. Guys, he asked Ruthie about the conversation she had about Wani being stingy about food and all that. And Ruthie was like, she had already told Wani, but Wani in her defense was like, no, Ruthie did not tell her about being stingy about food and all that. But Ruthie insisted that she actually told her. She may not have told her directly, but she mentioned to her that, oh, anytime I come to you for food, you don't give me, you always have an attitude, and all that. I'm like, okay. This is definitely going to cause drama in the house because the house has been really peaceful, or maybe kind of peaceful, but this is definitely going to cause drama. And guys, I wasn't wrong after all. There was serious drama. In fact, there was a fight, if I can say that. Like, they were this close to being physical. You see the twins, that's Wanni and Handi, and Rhuthee as well. They were this close to having a physical fight. Like, the only thing ringing in my head right now is Rhuthee, 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 Rhuthee. Oh my god. It was so funny. See, if you get in trouble with the twins, that's Wanni and Handi, just know that you are in it like big time. So to get the full gist, guys, to know what caused the fight, please watch this video to the end to get the full gist. So moving on, eviction night intense as well. Guys, I was really shocked to the eviction. We'll get to that in a bit. Ebuka also asked Nne, that's the niece, about the conversation she had regarding Zion and Chinwe's fight, where she said that she didn't even need to ask whose fault is it, like in the fight, that she already knows that it is Chinwe that is the cause of the fight. I'm like, Ebuka, pity Nne now. She's just a small girl. Pity her. Even Nne was like, she was really confused. She didn't know where to start from. But anyway, she was like, judging from what had happened in the house, she just felt that Chinwe was, the one that would be in the wrong and all that. Moving on, Ebuka also asked Chinwe about, this one is a big one, guys. Like, I felt bad for Zion. I felt embarrassed on his behalf. Oh my God. So, I mean, if you've been following the show, Chinwe and Zion had like a fight, I think a few days ago, and Chinwe exposed like a lot of things. I'm sure she did that out of anger and stuff. But guys, the things that she spilled were not nice. See, if they leave Biggie's house, even if they're in a relationship and leave Biggie's house, their relationship would. I mean, I don't think it's going to last. I don't think it's going to last because some of the things she said were not nice at all. To the extent that she said she was one that sponsored them coming into Big Brother's house. And Ebuka asked her, like, you said something about funding you people's journey into the house. What do you have to say about that? What is in it for you in this relationship? Guys, Chinwe wanted to enter the flow. Like, I could literally see Zion's embarrassment. He was just hiding it behind the smile. But guys, like, that guy was absolutely embarrassed. He was embarrassed, guys. Chinwe tried to, spin it and just be politically correct. But guys, whew, that was a very intense session. Ebuka as well asked Mayor about the beef that he has for Suj, and he was like, "Oh, that the beef started, when they were in the garden one time, and he had a glance at Suj, and Suj was looking at them somehow, that." I'm like, okay, so that's it, and you said you've been getting negative vibes from him. I'm like, okay, the guys have not talked, but I hope that they talk and just settle things. Guys, so moving on to the job of the custodians this night. So you guys know Mayor Fresh and Toby Fudge, one custodian for the week. So of course it will come with either benefits, and whatnot. And we didn't get to see what was in their box that they picked, but we got to see it today, just like what happened last Sunday. So they picked evict, guys. They picked evict. Last Sunday it was even easier for the Ndine people. They picked save, so they were to save a particular pair from possible eviction, but this one was direct evict, so they were supposed to choose a pair from the bottom, is it the bottom four housemates this week. They were supposed to immediately evict them. Choose one pair to be evicted. The people in the bottom four were DJ Flo and Rhuthee, Ndine and Radicals, and also Zinwe as well. And sadly and unfortunately, after a lot of should I say deliberation, which we didn't get to see until afterwards, because Toby Forge and Mayo had to go into the diary room to deliberate and all that. But I watched it and I think their points were really, really valid, to be honest, because they said that if Ndine were actually in their position, that they would actually pick them to go. And to be honest, I don't even fault them because last week the Ndine people did not save them. Instead, they saved the radical. So I mean, at the end of the day, it's a game. One person has to go home. So yeah, unfortunately and sadly, the first ever head of house to get evicted, Ndine. So they are evicted now, and I just wish them all the best. Guys, this was where the real drama started for this night. So of course, Ruthie was feeling a kind of way. I'd be feeling a certain way about being bottom four in the house. I mean, it just spoiled her reputation. It spoiled her rep in the house. He spoiled her rep in the house. And of course, Wanni had already taken an offense to what Ruthie said earlier behind her back, that Ebuka revealed, right? So Wanni and Handi were now singing, Is it haters get behind me? Are we haters? I'm unavailable and something like that. Ruthie, when she heard that, she cut the sub obviously because I mean it was directed at her, but they didn't call her name, right? But she cut that sub and guys, she started fuming and she started boiling. Like you could see it all over her face. Her face had turned. Like I'm like, even me, I was like, Ruthie, you need to calm down. Anyways, Wani and Handy were washing in the washing area. So Ruthie goes out to pack her clothes and they were singing it, right? And Ruthie now told them, if they boil you well, call my name. Guys, it was as if they poured kerosene inside what's it called? Is it kerosene I'll call it or diesel? So as if they just lit a match beside diesel, guys. The way they caught fire, they were like Ruthie, 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 Ruthie. They started calling her name like continuously, like non-stop, like both of them together. Like guys, it was crazy. Like they started calling her name, they didn't stop. They didn't stop. Ruthie got angry. She was insulting them, dirty pigs, dirty girls, idiots, and all. Almost they continue calling her Ruthie, Ruthie. Oh my god. Oh my god. Ruthie even was going upstairs. She came back again, started insulting them. Then I think at some point Ben now came to carry her away. They were still calling her like Ruthie, 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 Ruthie. Guys, I entered Ruthie, I felt bad for her. But another part of me did not feel bad for her because I feel like she does too much sometimes. They went in for her, they went for her blood. They were like last week, Ruthie was going everywhere telling people that she did not like Mayor Frush like that and all that. But all of a sudden, because they won custodians of the house, she's now like attaching with him. She's now liking him. She's now kissing him up and down. I'm like, girl, these girls, like, if you enter their trouble, just know that you are done for. They entered Ruthie. I felt bad for her, to be honest. Oh my God, as if that was not enough for her. Ah, ah. As if that was not enough for her, guys. These girls won custodians of the week for the house. I'm like, oh my god. Like you needed to have seen Ruthie's determination. Like she wanted that custodianship so bad because she didn't want to be at the mercy of any housemate. Because according to her, there's already like a cartel, there are already groups, and people have formed alliances. I'm like, why are you angry? Like you already have your people as well. These people have their own people. So why are you angry that they have their own people? Right? Why are you angry? To be honest, I feel like her body said the Pepe has sometimes. That thing that Wani and Handy said Pepe body is actually true. Her body they Pepe her like sometimes because she creates like different scenarios in her head. She overthinks things and it's just really it can be annoying sometimes. Anyways, let me give you guys the backstory of what happened at the custodian challenge. So Ruthie actually went into that challenge with determination, with desperation to win. But unfortunately, Wani and Handi won. Like, how bad can the night be for Rhuthee? Like, how bad? Anyways, they had like two different challenges for the custodian of the week. I think they were also like shared in batches as well. I think for the first batch, Handi, Rhuthee, and I think Ben qualified for the first batch. They qualified for the first round. Then the second batch as well. I think um, Anita, who else again? Mayor Fresh's group. One other person qualified for the second batch first round, right? So they were to do like joint both batches will join together to form one batch now. They now go head to head in the final round of the custodian challenge, right? And this challenge involved like crossing a beam and all that. Guys, guess what? Wani was the slowest. Like if it's your time, yeah, it's your time. Wani was the slowest because they were supposed to go fetch like items, bring it to the other side of the beam, go about 6 times. Wani was the absolute slowest. I think TJ was the fastest. He actually assembled it, but the thing is, you have to assemble it, and the thing has to stay for like 3 seconds. But guess what? He assembled his, and it didn't last up to 3 seconds. Like immediately, it didn't just scattered. So you had to start all over again. Juanita happened to be the slowest person, guys. That was how she built hers like really fast, and the thing stayed for like 3 seconds. So that time that TJ's own was falling, and Abiwani's own was like stable. She had already finished at that time. Everybody was struggling with theirs. Mayor First was struggling with his. Nelita, who Nelly was also struggling with hers as well. Guys, Wani's own stayed for like 3 seconds. In fact, as I'm talking, I'm sure the thing will still be standing. It was like she used glue to patch those things together. And guys, it was such a beautiful experience, like such a beautiful time for Wani and Handy. They were so happy. And I'm like, how bad can the night be for Ruthie? Like, these people, you just fought with them, and now they happen to be the custodians of the house. And most likely, your fate in the house is tied to them, because if they pick evicts next week, if they want to be petty, they would actually pick you and DJ Flo. Like, how bad can your night be? Guys, you could literally see Ruthie's face burning, like it was boiling. She was so angry that these people, that's the twins, were the ones who won the custodian challenge. But yeah, I'm happy that they won it, because those girls, in as much as they are playful, their own self can be too much sometimes. They know when it's game time, and they actually put in the work. And I was so happy, like for them, like it was such a beautiful feeling. Like the way they were even really dramatic about the win was so funny as well. So yeah, at this point, Ruthie is even tired. She said she's tired of the house. That even if she leaves next week on Sunday, that she would not even like feel bad about it, because the environment is already toxic and all that. I'm like, Ruthie, but in the diary room, you said you didn't want to leave Big Brother's house. You were enjoying Big Brother's house. So now, because the twins won the custodian challenge, all of a sudden the environment is toxic, and you can't stand them again. Oh, I'm like, oh my god, what a show! What are the odds that the people that you just fought with become like people that your fate is tied to? Like, what are the odds? Like, it's so crazy, guys. Like, it's so crazy. The fight was so funny, was really, really funny. I was laughing. Like, Ruthie. Anyways, guys, yeah, thank you so much for watching. Drop your comments in the comment section below. Let's rub minds, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.